Welcome back to Movies TV Mad. Of course, you can follow me on Twitter and on Vero at Movies TV Mad. Wow. So 2 credit notes have been leaked to the internet for 2 DC movies. The Batgirl movie and the Flash movie. Now, it's not really a shocking kind of leak. And also, these kind of credit notes could be fake. But apparently, Michael Keaton is in the Batgirl movie, and Michael Shannon and the actress who played Faora in Man of Steel are in the Flash movie. So let me repeat. 2 credit notes have slipped out. One for Batgirl saying that Michael Keaton is in that movie, and there's one that slipped out for the Flash movie saying Zod and Faeora are in the Flash movie. Now this Zod and Faeora thing has come out before. I believe it. So, how can Zod and Faeora be in the Flash movie? Faora is now trapped in the Phantom Zone, if I remember rightly, and obviously Michael Shannon's Zod, it's got a bit of a neck ache after Superman breaking it in Man of Steel. So, one of 2 things is happening here. So, obviously, if Zod's in it, that means we're talking about variants. And Faora is also a variant. A variant is a flashy way of saying that they're basically multiverse versions of these characters. So imagine this. Barry goes back to save his mum, creating this Flashpoint scenario, and in this New Earth 1 he creates Zod and Faora are there, reigniting a kind of Man of Steel version of Flashpoint. They're back in the Flashpoint version of Earth 1. But are we talking about small cameos, or are they the actual threat of the movie? It's interesting, isn't it? Because surely they could appear in other ways as well. Because we already know that Barry Allen will tread through every single DC Extended Universe movie, a bit like Marty McFly does when he treads on Back to the Future 1 in Back to the Future 2. So it could be that. Maybe they were needed to make that possible. Maybe it's that. Or maybe they're the villains of the film. Or there's another scenario, of course, when Barry resets Flashpoint and goes back to Earth 1 proper, that actually they're there. He's changed things. Not everything's going to go back to normal. We know they're rebooting and rebranding the franchise, right? So when Barry goes there, they are a threat again. And maybe, excuse me, and maybe that's why the Suicide Squad need Black Adam. That's why James Gunn's wife, and I've already forgotten the character's name, and on an earlier video I knew her name, but never mind. Maybe that's why her and Waller's team abduct Black Adam. So as we can see, the connective tissue I predicted, and the connective tissue Ann Sarnoff predicted and spoke about in her Variety article earlier this year, that the DCEU is going to change. Not only in terms of rebooting and rebranding the franchise, but actually having a connective tissue, having an arc through these movies. It's proof, isn't it? Because if Amelia, that's it, if Amelia Harcourt is actually at the end of Black Adam, which I believe she is, and her and Waller's team take Black Adam, there's a reason for it. It could be because Zod and Faora are back after Barry resets Flashpoint. So, do I believe this credit note? Yes. Because these leaks keep on coming out about Shannon and Faora, about Zod and Faora. So I'm really excited about this. But wait! WB don't listen to the fans. They don't please their fans like the MCU do. Let's think about that propaganda for a minute. As I said earlier today, it was Ezra Miller's and Grant Gustin's The Flash that crossed over before Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland and Andrew Garfield. It was there. They were setting up the Flash movie in Crisis on Infinite Earths. It was a tease and it worked. The chemistry between Ezra and Grant was beautiful. And we're going to get more of that. And I repeat again, when people saw that, the internet and Twitter were buzzing like it is now about Spider-Man No Way Home. Just as huge, which is amazing really. But Grant Gustin is the first live action Flash. We do love him no matter the state of the show, past, present or future. He's a great fucking little actor and he's a great Flash, and I can't wait to see more of him within the DC Extended Universe. And Ezra Miller is a cool Flash. So seeing them together was amazing, and we're going to see more of that in the Flash. So this is very, very exciting. So then are scenarios on how we can see Zod and Faeora in the Flash movie. After Flashpoint, during Flashpoint, or when Barry's treading in Man of Steel. For whatever reason he's having to go into these movies. It's interesting, isn't it? But it's also very exciting. I think if you're a DC fan, you're really excited. I think even Snyderverse fans, even though they won't admit it, are a little bit excited about this. This is so awesome and I can't wait. What's happened has happened, but we've got to look at this like clearly now. Anyway, also a credit note slipped out about Batgirl and Michael Keaton playing Batman and Bruce Wayne in that movie. So does this mean, if this is true, and we don't know if any of these credit notes are true, I'll put that in again. If this is true, does this mean that Ben Affleck's Batman and Bruce Wayne can't be in this movie? No, because here's a scenario that none of you have thought about. And I'll tell you why you haven't thought about it. Because you're too busy spreading your propaganda, fighting for one end or the other. What if Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are both in this movie? Wouldn't that be magical? Wouldn't that be awesome? Of course it fucking well would. So that's the scenario I'm looking at. Why wouldn't they tell us which Batman's in this movie? Because it's interesting, because it takes the attention away from the central character, from Leslie Grace's Batgirl, who's the principal star, and I want her to shine in this movie. I still want this movie to be released in theatres. We will have to wait and see about that. But don't kind of throw that away, that the reality of the situation could be that actually Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are both playing Batman in this movie. But we really don't know what Michael Keaton's future is after Flash. If there actually is a future. There's been loads of rumours that he has got a future as a Nick Fury type in this franchise. I hope he does. I don't want to see Ben Affleck deleted, but also if Ben Affleck isn't in the Batgirl movie, I'm going to make the assumption it's because he wanted to be done after the Flash. If Ben Affleck doesn't want to do this anymore, then that's up to Ben Affleck. You know, and I'm not going to bore on and on about it. It's just a bonus to see him. For that little bit, we're going to see him in the Flash movie. So these credit notes are very, very interesting. Do I think they're fake? No. I certainly don't think the Zod and Faora one's fake, because that was something that was muted months ago. Just like months ago it was muted that an insider saw Cavill and Affleck shooting together in The Flash. I also believe that The Flash is a huge movie. And if you think the on-set and on-location pics you've seen of Sasha Calais and different people that they've already announced is the only kind of cameos and appearances you're going to see in this movie, then you have not been paying attention. So many DC characters in this movie. You're all going to be very, very happy, because this is about being inclusive to all the fans, not some of the fans. This is Movies TV Mad. I'm Mick, your host with the most. Just ask your girlfriends and your wives. Like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you never miss this perfection. And I'll see you again tomorrow, where we'll be doing more DCEU Daily, and anything can drop from now until then. I can't wait, because as we get closer to the Batman and Black Adam and the Flash and Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom and Peacemaker, and with Amelia being in Black Adam now, that is a very, very exciting place to start in the new year. It's a huge year, 2022, for the DC live action universe. I'm here for it. I'm buzzing with anticipation. I wish I could watch all the movies right now. See you again tomorrow. Till then, goodbye.